just 18 games remaining in the regular season, Vancouver embarks on its longest remaining road trip, a difficult stretch that will see the Canucks visit 4 teams above them in the standings. The trade deadline having passed, the only question that remains is, can this roster get the job done? Defenseman Travis Dermott joins the team, while forward Brad Richardson reunites with his former club 8 seasons later.
During that time, you never really know what's going to happen, but I had a feeling I was going to be here after the deadline. So I got to look to playing some better hockey personally. I got to be better 5-on-5 and produce more for this team. And we still believe that we can continue to push and push for the playoffs.
Nobody likes to leave their team, especially when they live in such a city like Vancouver. So and they want to fight the battle. They've fought this far. They want to keep fighting the battle. So I did sense a feeling of relief. We're playing every game as if it's our last game. The only people that think we're done are the outside people. We just play every game like it's a playoff game and don't necessarily look at the standings. Just play it, and then eventually, if you have some success, then you'll be where you want to be.
Playoff spot still in sight, Boudreau's squad will have its hands full in the Mile High City, facing the top team in the NHL. In their last chance to make a final push for the postseason, it will be Yaroslav Halak between the pipes for the Canucks, going up against the team with the league's best home record.
Mile High City, 5,280 feet above sea level. Colorado's record against the Pacific Division, where the Avs so far this season have gone 15-1-1.
Canucks hold their own through the first 40 minutes as the game remains scoreless. Halak rises to the occasion, making 32 saves and putting forth a business-like effort against the NHL's second most potent offense.
Just wanted to get out there and have fun. Trade deadline is over. I don't have to focus on anything else. Just I'm here and I just want to help the team.
Visitors waste no time in the third period, striking twice in the opening 3 minutes.
Besser in the slot, he shoots, he scores! Brock Besser with a rising wrister off the setup from Elias Pettersson.
JT Miller nets the eventual game winner and adds a helper, slotting him into 8th place in league scoring.
Miller on the rebound, scores on the backhand. JT Miller off the rebound of the Pearson chance.
We didn't care if we touched the puck tonight. Me, Tanner, and Garley, we talked and said if we can shut them down. You're not going to completely shut them down, but if we just really bear down and make it hard on them, we have a chance to win. And that was the ballsiest effort we've had this season and this time of year. So there's no doubt wins like that are very contagious, and we feel great about it.
So Horvat, and he'll slide it ahead, skate onto it, Bo Horvat to the empty net, he scores!
With their best defensive effort of the season, the Canucks hand Colorado just its 4th regulation loss on home ice this year. A feel-good victory for the Canucks, smiles all around.
Great job here. Really proud of all of you here. Let's give the belt away again. It's been a while. And
Boys, we know how we can play. If we're going to make a push, we're going to need that every night, hey? And this guy has battled all year. Getting there, taking shots in the head like Brucey said. There we go,
It means a lot, guys. Great effort. We battled for 60 minutes and we deserve the win.
Fewer than 20 hours later, it's a visit to the state of hockey for the second half of a back-to-back. It'll be a short turnaround as the club arrives at their hotel in St. Paul at nearly 4 in the morning local time.
We know what we're capable of. Everybody's committed to doing the right things. tonight might be a little more difficult as a back-to-back and with the travel and all, but we know what we have to do to win, and we know how we have to play to win. So hopefully that was a great lesson yesterday, and hopefully we can duplicate it tonight.
Another difficult test ahead, with the NHL's third best offense standing in the path of turning aspirations into reality. With 5 wins from their last 6 road games, Boudreau's boys begin this one with 70 points on the season, 3 points below the playoff bar.
On your game. I'm gonna get out. Richie, okay.
One day at a time, one game at a time. There is no quit amongst this group. Blocking out the noise, belief runs strong, ready to battle until the final horn at the end of the season.
Looking for consecutive wins against the teams with the top 2 home points percentages in the entire Western Conference.
All-star back in net and their ambitions within reach, the time is now for the Canucks to keep the momentum going. The visitors score first as their captain cashes in for his 25th of the season.
Centers, oh, what a save by Talbot off Brock Besser. Now a chance in front, Horvat scores! Bo Horvat had that puck come right to him about 15 feet out.
You know, this is what you play for. This is, you know, the time of the year where, you know, we want to make the playoffs, and this is where it gets down to crunch time, and you need certain guys to step up. And if you want to be a hockey player and play in the playoffs, you got to embrace these type of moments, embrace these type of games. And for me, I want to be one of those reasons why we get in the playoffs.
The Wild try to use their size to their advantage, but Vancouver refuses to back down, going toe-to-toe with the home team every step of the way. Entering the third period down a goal, it's time to dig deep. And it's none other than the Canucks' leading scorer who rises to the occasion again.
Miller with a side, he scores!
Miller and Horvat have now combined for 6 of the team's last 7 goals and 12 of the last 20.
It was 2 tough games, 2 tough teams, and you know, we've got a day to recuperate before we could play another tough team. So we'll take the 3 points. It keeps us in the race, and as long as we're in the race, we've got a shot.
Here's Miller from the side, hits a post!
Visitors fall short in overtime, but after a gutsy effort salvaging a point, there's no reason to hang their heads. Next up, it's a visit to the Lone Star State. The grind continues as Vancouver wakes up in a different city for a 4th consecutive day.
Light a fire so the world can see the fight and fury I have inside of me.
After allowing just 3 goals in regulation against 2 of the 3 highest scoring teams in the league, the team is now tasked with their 3rd game in 4 nights. Next man up. Matthew Highmore sidelined due to injury. It's Will Lockwood's time to shine with the big club.
Hard times rain down since the day I was born, but I never stopped running past the point of no return.
Today's game is going to be like a playoff game, you know, for them as well as us. So they've won 3 in a row against 3 good teams, so we got our work cut out for us.
With 16 games remaining in the regular season, Vancouver is set for their most meaningful tilt yet. Dallas currently holds what the Canucks desire most, a path to the postseason.
1-man breakout machine.
Yeah. Let's go.
What do you say, buddy? Let's go.
Stars occupy the final wild card spot, so the moment is now for the visitors to leave it all out there and keep the dream alive.
Saturday night action in Dallas, third stop of this difficult four-game trip for the Canucks, looking to keep up the heat on the hometown Stars in the chase for the playoffs. Thatcher Demko, major reason the Canucks are playing meaningful games in March. Among the busiest netminders in the league, his 54th appearance of the season. Trickles through, Demko reaching back, he's lost his mask. And the referee immediately stops play.
With Vancouver failing to light the lamp in the opening 35 minutes, netminder Thatcher Demko is heavily relied upon.
Now a centering pass, and again, and Demko stayed with him. Sliding to his right, got the pads down.
Demko is up to the task, though, reminding the hockey world once again why he's an all-star.
Now it's centered, loose puck, Demko with the right pad! What a save off Lindell! Demko doesn't have his stick. Stars still have the puck. Thrown below the goal line, centered, and they missed the net, but Demko sprawling without his stick. I still can't believe that right pad save he made off Lindell. Bodies everywhere now. Here's Lindell to the side, return pass. He hit the post! He hit the post! I can't believe it!
You got to bring confidence every night. Guys are too good, they're going to expose you. So, you try to go into the games, every game with the same mindset. The outcome's not really in your control. You can just focus on each individual moment, each chance against, and kind of take it from there.
On this night, number 35 makes 35 saves, leaving the Dallas faithful looking skyward. Canucks draw even when Elias Pettersson bulges the twine late in the second period.
Here's JT Miller. Drops to Hughes. Pettersson, one-timer, scores! Elias Pettersson ripped it home.
Behind enemy lines, Boudreau's boys come out flying in the third, the most important period of the season. With the stakes high as can be, Petey is not to be denied, netting his 20th goal of the season and recording his 200th career point in spectacular fashion.
Down the right side with a wrist shot, he scores! A wicked shot by Elias Pettersson.
Lately I've been feeling good. Online me, Bone Brock, taking steps every game, and whenever I get a chance I will try to score.
Vancouver finds the back of the net 4 consecutive times, earning a crucial road victory.
Gets it in the middle, Horvat scores! Now the puck comes free, there's a deflection, and they score the rebound. Miller off the tip.
Tonight, it's the Stars on the visiting side who shine brightest. Elation and euphoria, a sense of belief runs strong.
When you play like that, with the discipline like that, you've beaten all the good teams. I don't care who they are. And patience, and you go, and we'll do it again on Monday against St. Louis. But great effort from everybody. Let's give the belt away, Yarrow.
Great game. 2 points. We need every game like this. Great effort. Never. I would give it to you, but beat it.
A good win today. This is the way we need to play. The last 3 games, I think we battled hard, and we need to do this. Just like a couple games there to try and make the playoffs. Let's go, boys.
The fourth and final game of the road trip will take place in the Gateway City, where the Canucks will look to turn a good roadie into a great one. Another daunting task lies ahead. The Blues are ranked 6th in league scoring. the third offense in the NHL's top 6 that Vancouver has been tasked with containing in the last 6 days.
It's like an honor to be on the PK, and I'm having a ton of fun on it. You know, I joke with Millsy saying sometimes, I have more fun on the PK than I do the power play, and it's an honor to be on, especially because I haven't been on it.
Both teams are hungry for points right now. Obviously, they've had a stretch of hockey too where they probably want to, get going a little bit too, and we want to continue to pick up points too. So standings are so tight. I mean, every point's so crucial, and home right now, these are huge points, and they could be huge points in the end.
With 15 games remaining, Boudreau's squad sits 3 points out of a wild card spot. The regular season is winding down. Every point is so critical.
Center here in St. Louis, the end of this challenging 4-game road trip for the Canucks, trying to end it with 7 of 8 available points as they run the gauntlet of some of the top teams in the Central Division. Yaroslav Halak got them going on this trip. He'll close things out for the Canucks against one of his former teams.
The message is clear. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Visitors surrender a quick goal to start and are unable to generate any substantial offense. Vancouver has its chances, outshooting St. Louis 36-29 on the night, but the Canucks are unable to convert on their opportunities.
It's not good enough. We expect a lot of ourselves. It's still a great road trip, I think, overall, but at the same time, we needed to win today, and we know that we need to win games right now. Every time we lose, it gets harder and harder. We had a good opportunity today to beat this team and then play them again 2 nights after they travel too. You never know what happens, so it's disappointing. I'll definitely look in the mirror for myself. I don't think I brought it today. I just kind of wasn't as engaged as I needed to be for some reason. I'm a little tired, but I definitely take some of the onus on myself to not lead a little bit better.
Hunt to the net, he shoots, he scores! Brad Hunt has the Canucks on the board.
Running out of steam in their 4th game in 6 nights, the Canucks fall short in Missouri.
There's no easy games. Everybody's fighting for something right now. Physically, guys around the league are going through a lot of the same stuff, so you got to be mentally tough, and whoever wants it more typically wins the game.
They finished the road trip with a 2-1-1 record, picking up 5 of a possible 8 points. With 14 games remaining and just 3 points below the playoff bar, there's still plenty to play for, beginning with a rematch with the Blues at Rogers Arena